So when I walked off, I was saying to myself, damn, man, he got to go ahead, put this little statue together. I want to see what it's going to look like because, like I said, it looked at, and the way that he was getting all that toilet paper, it was like, shit, he got to be building something big or building, like I said, trying to get up out the penitentiary. I mean, he had to been doing something, you know what I'm saying? You had people around the pod doing this, mocking him and stuff. So I was like, shit. Going back up to my room, sitting up in there for a second. I go to chow one day, sitting up in the chow hall. Like I said, he over there doing this thing or whatever. So I was like, shit, man, what's up with Frog, man? I said, I just had to ask somebody, and it was like, shit, man, I don't know, man. It was like, man, he's just weird, man, like that, man. I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't really know nothing about him or nothing like that, but I just know that he's kind of weird. I always, what I'm saying, want somebody to give him some toilet paper for something and stuff. So I'm looking, what I'm saying, talking to old boy. I'm like, shit, man, he weird and stuff. He was like, yeah, man. People been saying that, what I'm saying, he had like Down syndrome or something like that. And I was like, shit, oh man, that's kind of bad because I knew some people in the group homes that had it and stuff. So I kind of, knew how people kind of went through them little symptoms and stuff, how they be doing certain stuff like that. So I was like, shit, all right, man. So I kind of got a little piece of that he probably had something mental going on with him. So one day I was in the day room and I was looking, it was like a little commotion going on over in the cell. I ain't know that, if it was a fight or if it was something, but you could tell that some people was up in there doing something, and I can tell the way it was going. It was people coming in, people coming out. It wasn't like no full-time traffic like that, like somebody might come in, be in there maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes, then they come out. So I'm like, shit, hey, man, I'm looking over there. I mean, this dude named Gucci, that was his cell. So I'm like, shit, man, I know that he wasn't on no type of bullshit or whatever. So I'm looking at him, what I'm saying, at they cell. I'm seeing people come in, probably about 20 minutes later, maybe somebody come out. So then that's when I sat there for a minute, probably about an hour, looking at that whole situation right there because it just looked kind of funny and stuff. So I'm sitting there a minute, and that's when I seen Moon come out and Mitchell come out. And like I said, Moon doing his hands and stuff like this. So I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck, what they doing up in there, what I'm saying? Because it was like, what I'm saying, like maybe about 6 or 7 people that was going in and out. So I'm sitting up in my cell. That's when Moon come knocking at my door again. He was like, shit, man, hey, Fats. I was like, shit, what's up, man? He was like, shit, I made a little money. I was like, oh, did you? And he was like, yep, I made a little money. I was like, shit, that's good, man. He was like, shit, but boy Mitchell, he ain't got nothing. You say, anybody else that got something? I was like, shit, not really. I was like, shit, man, you been here, what I'm saying, for a minute. You ain't ran across nobody else that be doing no type of motion or anything like that because shit, you know, he was like, shit, not really, man. He's like, man, I just kind of stay to myself, man. I don't really, what I'm saying, mess with nobody or nothing like that. And I was like, shit, I said, shit, I don't know nobody other than Mitch, you know what I'm saying? I said, other than that, you do just like shit out of luck. And he was like, shit, it's all good. He leave up out. So when he leave up out, I'm saying to myself, shit, damn, man. I mean, he should know somebody, you know what I'm saying, already, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been up in here a minute, you gonna know if somebody else is doing something or whatever. So I'm like, shit, I was like, man, this man is, you know what I'm saying, his own one. I was like, shit, just sitting there just shaking my head. I was like, cause shit, I was like I said, I was so confused about that whole situation right there. Maybe thinking that the police was gonna come in there and do something he was about to do, or get set me up or something for my little 3 cigarettes that I get every day. So I'm saying, I get up, go back out, look over the rooms and stuff at the day room while everybody coming in, taking their showers, and so we about to lock down. I'm like, shit. See, if anybody over there at Gucci cell coming in and out of it, but shit, wasn't nobody over there looking, his cell was kind of shut off for a second. So the next day, the same activity. Like I said, people coming in and out. But this time I see people coming in with their little net bags, but the commissary, in there. Boom, they was up in there, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they was doing. So I was like, shit, I asked around the day room, hey man, what them people up in there doing? They was like, shit, I don't know. He said, but they be up in there all day and doing whatever they doing. It's like shit, that's like a little secret party or whatever. They ain't letting nobody in on what they doing or whatever. And I was like, shit, they doing something over there, you know what I'm saying, on the real. They gotta be doing something. So they, everybody wasn't telling what they was doing. Cause like I said, it was only a few people that was kind of going in and out that cell, just like the poker table, you know. Only a few people be at the poker table or whatever. So I'm looking at that. I'm like, shit, dang, man. So I'm back up in my room again. That's when Moon come up in there, knocking at the door. Doom, 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 doom. He got a little laundry bag with all this little food in it. I'm like, damn, man. I said, shit, man, you got a lot of stuff right there. He said, shit, man, it's all good down here. It's all good. And I was like, shit, oh, for real? So then he was like, I told Mitchell's ass up, you know what I'm saying, on this. I told Mitchell's ass up. And I was like, shit, damn, what you down there doing? He's like, shit, man, nothing, man. He's like, shit, I'm just hustling, man, just trying to make a little money here, make a little ends meet, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to make a little ends meet, fashion, man, on the real, man. Looking at me with his big ass eyes, you know. So I'm like, shit, damn. Just listening to him talk, I'm just kind of waiting on him to tell me what he doing because shit, I don't want to, ask him or nothing like that. I'm just seeing what he doing because, like I said, the way that they moving around there, I don't know what type of party they got going on, so I don't even want to get myself involved. The less you hear, the more you ain't got nothing to worry about. So shit, I'm like, shit, just letting him go ahead and do his thing. He leave about, go back to his little room up in there, you know what I'm saying? So I go to breakfast one day. I'm like, shit. Man, I got to see what's actually going on because shit, if he making money like that, I'm just thinking now because shit, he just coming in there, only probably been there almost 2 months, he making all this little money. So I was like, shit, maybe, shit, they doing something up in there, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of good because like I said, Mitchell he wasn't on no booty bandage stuff or nothing like that. He was a real bona fide hustler, So I was like, shit, So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna even get myself involved in that. So this is the day that the newcomers come in there, So when the newcomers come in, I'm looking down, like I said, seeing who's coming in there. I don't see nobody or whatever, so I just go back up to my little room, Sitting up in there for a second. So then I'm looking at stuff, and then that's when this guy, went straight over to the Moon cell, and they was talking for a minute. So I'm like, shit, they must know each other, from another institution or whatever. So I'm like, shit, dang. Just looking at that, I'm like, shit, what's going on with that? I'm just kind of putting two and two together, you know what I'm saying? Because shit, whatever's going on in the little private clubs or whatever, I'm trying to see if dude gonna be all up in it. So then later on that day, it happened. Boom. I look over there at the cell. Now the guy that just came in here, he's up in the room. So I'm like, shit, man, there gotta be something actually going on there. So I'm walking by the little cell. I'm looking. They got the little towel right there on the thing right there, but you can hear people in there. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. I ain't want to stop her and stuff like that, but they was talking about yeah. Get that shit. Yeah. So I'm like, shit, that one, what they shouting up in there for? They must be watching a game or something, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it sounded like. Some people was in there playing the game. So I go on down there, play like I'm taking a shower, just do the U-turn, come back out. I'm fully dressed and stuff, so shit, I know I ain't take. I'll just get my little laundry bag back there, come on back out, go back up to my room. I'm like, shit, man. I said, next time, you know what I'm saying, Moon come up here, I'm gonna see what's going on over there because shit, I know something that actually happened and stuff. And he was like, shit, man. I was like, shit, because I know something ain't right over there. I know they doing something over there. I know it. So as soon as he come up in here, you know what I'm saying that he hit a lick or whatever, I'm going to go ahead, you know, see what the fuck is going on with that man right there. I'm going to see. So I wait on him to come. He didn't come up here to this day. He didn't come. So the next day I seen him at Child. I was like, man, what's going on with you, Moon, man? He was like, shit, nothing fast, man, nothing fast. Just plotting out today, man, what's going on? I was like, man, what you got in your hand right there, man? He said, oh, man, them my little toys, man, them my little toys. I was like, what, your little toys? He was like, yeah, man, my little toys I got in my hand, you know. And he's like, boom, he showed me, shaking them in his hand. I was like, shit, what's them, some dice? And he was like, yep. He was all like, shit, man, this how I'm making my money and stuff. I was like, oh, for real, man? He was like, yeah, man. So he's shaking his hand. I was like, shit, man, how you get them up in here? He was like, shit, I made them, man. I made them. I was like, shit, how you made them? He's like, shit, I made them out of toilet paper and stuff. And I was like, oh, for real? So he kept shaking his hand and stuff like that. And he was like, shit, man, yeah. I was like, shit, so that's what the little private party is over there? He's like, something like that, man. He said, but you got to have some money to get in. We just ain't letting everybody in on what we doing right now until we finally get it figured out how we gonna do it and stuff. But shit, as of right now, we just letting like just a few people. He's like, shit, I already done told Mitch his ass up, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 times. That's why he ain't able to get no tobacco and stuff like that. You know, he's shaking his hands and stuff. And I'm like, shit, man, damn, man. He was like, yep, I'll go ahead and put it all together, you know. I was like, oh, you made that shit out of toilet paper? And he was like, yeah, man. He was like, shit, So when he told me that, I'm like, shit, damn, man. You know, I said, shit, motherfuckers really actually do be hustling. They do be making dice up out of toilet paper. I heard people talk about it, but I ain't never seen nobody actually do it. So this is the first time, you know what I'm saying, that I seen with my eyes that somebody actually was doing it like that. So go back to the little cell house. It goes down again, you know what I'm saying? Boom. So Monday come, mail day. So I guess that guy got a letter or whatever from his people or whatever. I don't know how he ended up getting it or whatever. But he they call him to the thing to get his mail. I don't know, it was like a special like legal mail or whatever. So they call him to get his things because I'm on the rail looking. It was like, you got mail. So he get up, come up out, and I'm sitting there walking. I'm like looking down at the cell. Because like I said, he's new. So I'm like, shit, dang, he getting mail. Ain't nobody else really getting no mail or anything like that. So when he come back, he had like a little vanilla envelope in his hand. Like, I guess it was the legal mail or whatever. They probably looked through his mail when he first came to A&D to make sure they can keep that stuff or whatever, or they was going to throw it away. So he get his little coming through with a little envelope and stuff, go back to his room, you know. So I'm looking, you know what I'm saying, at him. As soon as he get the letter, goes in his room, he comes out and he got like a little letter in his hand and stuff. So he goes up to Mitchell's cell, and they up in there talking, for a minute. So then when Mitchell come out the cell, he's like, where that motherfucking moon at? Where that motherfucking moon at? Where that motherfucking moon at? Get your motherfucking ass up out of here, you big ass head, frog-eyed motherfucker. Get your punk ass up out of here. So he got this letter in his hand. So he come on downstairs because in the day room they got the cell houses go around. In the middle you can come straight down and go straight to the day room, and in the back on the other side we got the ones that can go like straight to the police station, and the other side maybe go to the shower over there. So he come on downstairs, Moon, bring your motherfucking punk ass on down here. So when Moon come out, he's like, man, what's up, man? What's up, man? He's like, shit, man, what you talking about, man? He was like, you know how to set the motherfucking dice? And Moon was like, man, what you talking about? I don't know nothing about setting no motherfucking dice. He said, man, I got a kite right here. You know what I'm saying? It's saying that you know how to set the motherfucking dice. And if you they told me to make sure that I don't even get myself hooked up with you or anything like that, because you're gonna end up trying to get me up out my motherfucking money. He said, is that shit true? And he was like, nah, man. He was like, shit, man, I ain't there. He's like, what you get transferred from, And he got to go on Moon. He was like, on him, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you ain't supposed to be doing no motherfucking shit like that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you, Moon, but that's some bullshit, the nigga. And if I find out that your motherfucking ass is on some more bullshit about this or that, I'ma beat your motherfucking ass. He said, man, matter of fact, go ahead and go up there and give me my motherfucking shit on everything until I figure out what the fuck is going on. So Mitchell just going off, So Moon's like, man, I ain't gonna do nothing like that. And Mitchell was like, man, you gonna go up there and get my motherfucking shit until I figure out, you know what I'm saying, what's actually going on about this whole bullshit. Because shit, the way that you doing shit right now, he said, man, I don't even believe you. He said, the way that you was hitting all the motherfucking time, you was setting the motherfucking dice, he said, because I felt it. But shit, I ain't even want to, blow you off like that. But he's like, shit, man, but why'd you even play the motherfucking game anyway if you think that if it was something like that? He was like, shit, because I like shooting dice, you know what I'm saying? But shit, motherfucker, your sorry ass better not have done no motherfucking no bullshit or whatever. He said, go up there and get my motherfucking shit. And if you don't go get my motherfucking shit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, I'm gonna go ahead, you know what I'm saying, and bust your motherfucking head, you know what I'm saying, to the motherfucking fat meat. So they going on and on and on and on about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, Moon go back up to his room, I guess pack up all his stuff or whatever. I don't know what he did, but I just know that when he came up out the cell, he had all his stuff and he went straight to the motherfucking door. I don't know if he checked in a PC, but he flagged the police down. The police seen that he had all his stuff, and he walked straight on up out to the motherfucking cell house. They closed the door. He went on. But yeah, in prison, I mean, gambling goes on all the time. Is one of them things that people do all the time up in there. They gamble, you know what I'm saying, for games, sports. It could be any type of thing up in there. But yeah, you don't want to get yourself involved in things like that up in there with gambling and stuff, because things can be kind of tricky when it comes to stuff like that. I didn't know that, Moon liked to shoot dice, but he moved his hand so much, so I guess he was practicing all the time on shooting dice or whatever, and ended up going to another facility and getting himself caught up, because shit, like I said, things travel, bad news travel if you do something up in there. But yeah, as time goes on, you kind of learn the lessons of life once you get up in prison and you witness how things kind of go up in there. So my best advice to you is never go to prison. Cut that shit out. Don't even think about going to prison. Stay humble, stay out the street, stay on the street to where you can be out there with your family and friends and stuff like that. Just stay peaceful when it comes to certain stuff. But this is your boy Fats. Hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. And